Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2026 with Alexander Gray, who is one of the game creators of Watchers, a new trading card game. Welcome to Comic-Con. How do you describe Watchers, the trading card game, to people? Kind of set it up for people.
Sure. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you having me on your channel and everything, too. It's really very exciting. So, The Watchers is a cinematic game, actually. It's an entirely designed out sci-fi universe with the intention to be able to incorporate some of those beautiful analog things that we used to enjoy, which is face-to-face gaming, right? So, I grew up board gaming. I grew up playing Magic the Gathering. Always loved those kinds of games. And to be able to actually harken back to that, that's essentially what we want to do with our game, our trading card game. So, we've boiled it down to its most simplified elements of this series of two different factions. One of them is the good guys, of course, being the human faction. One of them is the alien faction. Or are they the good guys or the bad guys? It doesn't really matter, right? Because every villain ultimately is also the hero of his own story. But we really wanted to be able to create something that created an opportunity for fans to jump into, to understand mythology. It has all the wonderful tenets of mythology, from Greek, Roman myths to, of course, the Judeo-Christian myths. Pre-flood mythology is embedded in there as well. It's rather exciting as you get to jump from world to world with your characters as you seek out the King's Eye.
Awesome. So talk a little bit about the mechanics of the gameplay.
Sure, you got it. So if you do actually have an opportunity to obtain the King's Eye in the context of the game, and what that looks like is a dagger, essentially. But it's this dagger that's imbued with all kinds of mystical componentry to it that a lot of it we just simply don't know yet, right? It'll be revealed over the years. If you were able to actually acquire the dagger itself, and you were able to defeat your opponent in that capacity through a series of ways to be able to best them, then you are the winner of the game. Now, that's the simplified version of it, of course, but there's also this little thing called chess ultimately built into it, right? So you learn chess in 5 minutes, but it takes a lifetime to master. We've embedded this game with a whole bit of strategy and tactics into it as well, that you're able to then create characters that you can then create also additional characters on top of that through what's called bioforging. And you get when you bioforge a character onto the playfield or creatures onto the playfield, you're able to show and muscle and what have you your army. And who doesn't want to have a big army, right? Kind of a thing. So you build that out, you add in some vehicles in there as well through mining for different minerals, and you build and build and build. So there's the crafting side to it as well, which we really enjoy tremendously. And then you got to decide, actually, at that point, Joe, do you fight against me or you don't? That's up to you, right? Or do I do that against you? Kind of a thing, right? So it's ultimately then you have to strategize, when do you go on the attack, the defense, or just the build-up phase kind of a thing too. So it's rather interesting and allows you to be able to think gameplay-wise, not only on your toes, because you don't know who you're going to face off, but if you do have an idea, then you can build a deck that's according to how do you best your friend then who's seated across from you. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. So we were talking to your partner, co-game creator, Justin Waldner. He said he had come up with the idea for the card game, and talked to you about it, and that you were the spark of the cinematic universe part of it, right? You were like, yo, this could be like a movie.
Yes.
And then the talks since then also expanding into like the world of comics.
Yes.
What was it about that story? I mean, you kind of touched on it at the first answer, but what was it about that idea in the game that you saw the spark that said, oh, you know what, this is something that we can expand and make it into a cinematic universe?
Yeah, well, the first thing was that when I met with Justin for the very first time, he had asked me, he said, you know what, I want to make a movie out of this game. And of course, like for me, I'm 20, at that time, probably 23 years into the entertainment business. And that is not an easy feat to just make a movie. You can't just like snap your fingers and the movie gets made. We've made about 50 movies already and about another, who knows, I don't know, 50 to 100 documentaries that we've made over the years as well. But every single one of them is blood, sweat, and tears. So you can't just like, snap your fingers, like I said, and make a film. So I said, look, why don't we flesh the game out first and see what we could do with this? And what happened is that I realized that I love cinema, of course. I love movies. I love seeing other people's work. I love learning from other people's work. And so if we can imbue this world of Watchers and the Watchers verse, the WCU is what we're calling the Watchers cinematic universe, if we can build that out with elements of design that have movies embedded in them, mythology embedded in them, go wide scope with everything, wide frames, beautiful 16 by 9 frames, almost like as if we're shooting a movie. So every card has that sensibility to it as well. Everything's done in wide frame. We're really approaching the design from that, but it's also cinematic because it deals with emotion. The best science fiction always has the best emotion associated with it. And those emotions that come out of that are often the greatest lessons that we can learn. Science fiction always pushes those boundaries, and I like to think that we can be able to do that as well. I'm bold enough on some level to do that, and that's why we went with this unique approach, including the packaging.
So talk about the packaging.
You got it. So the packaging in and of itself is Justin and I were at one of these local comic book shops up in Sacramento, because that's where he's stationed at. And I'm up there looking at these current offering, and everything is so colorful. It's like splashes and splashes of color all over the place. It's almost overwhelming. You can't tell which one's Magic, which one's Lorcana, which one is Pokemon, unless if you look, of course, at the titles themselves, and maybe you're familiar with the characters, but the casual gamer, you wouldn't know. Where do you start? That begs the question. So I looked at that and I said, you know what, let's go bold. I want to see something that looks like, of all things, the 2001 movie Obelisk, the giant black obelisk in there. And instead of having our game lay flat, I want our game to lay on its vertical, right? So it's actually looks literally like the obelisk. We designed out with our publisher, our Donnelly, this gorgeous package actually that came into fruition. It looks just like an iPhone case on a lot of levels as well. So it's beautifully wrought. It's highly collectible. We use the finest papers to be able to put this thing together because we wanted to create something for the fans they would be proud of and then to jump into later on. So it's extremely bold. It's a black package with our Thoma symbol on there. We don't even have the title of the game even on the front of the package because it's all about iconography, really.
Wow. I haven't even seen it. It sounds beautiful.
Can't wait to show you.
So it's card game, science fiction,
Yes, sir.
comic books,
Yes, sir.
movie.
Yes, sir.
We're here at San Diego Comic-Con. This feels like this is the place. This is the audience. These are the people.
That's it.
What's it been like getting to talk about your game in front of the Comic-Con audience here in San Diego?
Well, I'll tell you this, Joe. I don't ever take any of these things for granted. It is truly a dream come true to come to Comic-Con, the premier mecca of pop culture, with your own IP, and to be able to pitch it to gentlemen like you and your audience, to be able to hear it at large about how proud we are to be able to create something like this. And I've been to Comic-Con for many years, producing other people's projects, certainly a long time with Warner Brothers and doing all the stuff for Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all the great movies that we had worked upon on the animation side of the business. But here we're doing something with our own IP. And I'll tell you this, it's an awesome feeling, and I hope to be able to reach out to your fans, and so that we ask them, get involved, pick up the game. We've priced it beautifully, and it's an opportunity to be able to get involved in something that will have equity in it. So, you know, your money is well spent.
So if people want to, if they're watching this on YouTube, they want to learn more about the game, see pictures of the game, is there a website, social media? How can they find out more?
Yeah, so on the social media side, we have an Instagram account. We also have a TikTok account. You can go to Watchers Universe or Watchers TCG itself on the TikTok side. And then, of course, on Instagram, it's Watchers TCG as well on there. You'll be able to find us. And then on the website side, WatchersUniverse.com. WatchersUniverse.com. That's where it covers everything about the WCU, our Watchers Cinematic Universe.
So that's where you go to find out more information. Alexander, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, Joe. That was awesome.
And check out Cherry the Geek TV for more coverage here at San Diego Comic-Con 2026.
Take care. We'll see you. Cheers.